So we got some pretty big news coming out of the world of kidney disease. So this article here is illustrating the FDA approving clinical trials. Now I want to be very clear here. The FDA approved clinical trials based on procedures done by like the Massachusetts General Hospital for xenotransplant. So what the FDA has done is that they've cleared xenotransplant for clinical trials for other transplant centers to perform on about 30 patients. This is major news in like the development of medical science when it comes to kidney disease. Right, so supposedly there is a kidney shortage, but that's a topic for another day. But this is supposed to help solve the kidney shortage that we have, considering roughly 28,000 people get transplants every year. The demand outweighs the supply. And that's been a narrative that's been pushed for a lot of years, is that there's just not enough kidneys to go around for every single person that needs one. So what is a xenotransplant? A xenotransplant is when you take a organ from a animal and then you put it inside a human body. In this case, when it comes to kidney transplant, they are taking genetically altered pig kidneys out of pigs and then transplanting them into a person. Now they've done, I believe, 3. The Massachusetts hospital, their transplant center, has done 3 or 4 transplants. One of them, the patient ended up passing away, but that wasn't due to the xenotransplant he got. That he had a cardiac event. He ended up passing away. But I think there was one woman that actually got the pig kidney, and as far as the last I read, she was doing fine. But they did 2 others recently. One from, I believe, a 50-year-old guy, and another one from a 60-something-year-old guy. I don't have the article right in front of me, but I will intercut it with this video as I'm talking. So if you're inclined, you can stop and pause the video and then read the article yourself to get all the information that you need. And so far, after the procedure, they went home and they seemingly are doing fine. But the transplants that they got are still in their infancy. We don't really understand like the long-term effects or what kind of side effects from the medication they take. Do they need to take specialized medication because it's not a human kidney? We don't really know any of those things yet because the transplants that they got are still new. Now, I want to be clear here. I am not advocating either way for or against. I'm just presenting the facts as they are developing. That's all I'm doing. But I will say this. It is a leap forward that we went from a concept to an actual application of this, like in 2025, that this is a real possibility. When before, just 10 years ago, like everybody would have been cool with just dialysis patients with kidney disease just being on dialysis forever until they died, and everybody was just cool with that. There wasn't any like revolutionary thinkers of how to solve this problem, and now we have a viable option. Again, these are clinical trials. This is not me presenting this as, whoop, they're finally doing it, everybody's going to get a pig kidney. That is not what this is. They're doing clinical trials for about 30 patients. When this proposal was initially presented to the public, I was one of the people that signed the petition to be a participant in the xenotransplant program. but they are only choosing specific people. So do not put your hopes and dreams into this. They're either going to ask people to go to their website and sign up for this, depending on what transplant centers are participating in this near you, or they already have the patients that they want to choose already lined up for them, that they're going to have, that's going to proceed with the procedures. Now, playing devil's advocate here, this could be a thing that they try to do, and they could find unforeseen, they could discover things that were unforeseen, and then this whole thing could be scrapped. This is just me trying to, cover all the bases here. I'm not saying this is like a miracle thing. I'm saying this is something that they're experimenting on and they're trying to do. But if this works, if this becomes like a thing, this could tremendously help tons of people all over the country. Now, I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video. These clinical trials are in America. Like, these are going across the country of the United States. They didn't, in the article, they didn't give any like specifics on which ones were gonna be chosen. Like, I live in California, so I don't know if LA might be a part of it. I don't know if UC Davis, because I'm in SAC, if UC Davis is going to be a part of this. I don't know if CPMC in San Francisco is going to be a part of this. I'm not really sure where in the hierarchy of transplant centers California ranks, where they would want us to do this. But like the Massachusetts General Hospital, they seem to be like the leaders in this when it comes to performing these transplants. They've done 4 already, and so far they're like 4-0. Like the transplants have been successful for the exception of one, but that was the death of that patient wasn't transplant related. And it's just with something this big, like, I don't see anybody talking about it. Like, nobody is really talking about like this incredible advancement, in like medical science here. That when I was on dialysis, I was very much an advocate for something to get me off dialysis, something to alleviate me having to do this, other options. And that's all this is. It's just an additional option. If you're somebody that wants to stay on the transplant list and you choose to just do, you just want human kidneys, then that's fine. But if you are somebody that is like, listen, I'm on dialysis, I hate dialysis, I want to get off as fast as possible, I do not want to be here, I don't want to be this person, then the xenotransplant is an option for you. Just like deceased kidney donor is an option for you. Like, I was on a deceased kidney donor list. Like, that was my way of expediting the process, so that way I wouldn't have to wait for 20 years for a living donor. The more options that we have as people with kidney disease, the better it's going to be.